Oh, fantastic. What a way to start the day today as Rieger's getting everything he wants. Cialis, Coke, and a happy birthday. And free lunch today. It's Rieger's birthday.
And an exploding heart, apparently.
I love Coke.
I just find it funny you were afraid to take Cialis because you don't want your heart to explode.
I'm telling you, you got to read the articles. I can't believe, hold on. First of all, let's back this train up. Yesterday, Rieger out of nowhere, and I don't even know what sports comparison you were making.
No. You brought it up.
What did I say? Oh, what did I say?
You said if the Lions would have lost, everybody would have popped their Cialis and called the radio station.
And then you said, hey, yeah, on a first date once, I rocked the pill.
I did, yes.
And all of us were just aghast. Now, we do, in order to celebrate this amazing moment on the history of the Valenti and Foster radio program, where Rieger on a first date was popping the pill, we have exclusive audio of Rieger's mom leaving him a voicemail. Now, I don't want to do, I think it's just too much for the people.
Right, you want to wait for that.
That has to occur naturally.
It's always nice to drive down to the ballpark. Oh, I have a message from my mother. And then to hear said message from my... It's always great when your mom hears you on the radio saying that you had sex with a girl using Cialis.
You know, maybe that voicemail is the appropriate way to start the show. Just for the listeners who weren't here yesterday, it's Rieger, just like I said, out of left field. He didn't have to go there. He chose to go there. And then we had a lot. And then, yes, I'm admitting it, I think that there was something in the air because for the first time in my 12 years on the radio, we had a caller named Dick. There was just a lot going on yesterday. So I'll tell you what we'll do.
Yes.
Let me play this now because I'm probably just warning you. You're probably going to hear this multiple times. This is very exciting for me. I have not heard this.
What time is he on the voicemail too?
You know what? Enough with that. I got to draw the line somewhere. You know, I told you guys I would allow you to play my mother's voicemail as long as we don't mention Dan Leach again. We already broke that trust.
What is your mother's name?
Freda Rieger.
Freda?
Freda, yes.
Freda Rieger.
I was afraid of Freda growing up, yes.
What's her middle name? Marion. Freda Marion Rieger.
Yes. You want the maiden name too?
Oh, I'd love it.
It was a Clamage.
Oh, my. This is old school.
Freda Marion Clamage changed the name to Rieger when she married my father.
Okay.
Anything else?
No. What time did you receive this phone call?
Well, it was. I didn't get the phone call. It was on the air. So let me check my voicemail very quickly.
So you were listening to this in the press box?
Yeah, pretty much. My mother called me at 5:13. I heard the voicemail at like 7 o'clock. Yeah. So, you never really lived in life. Like, seriously, I've always believed in radio, Mike. You just let it all loose and just tell people who you are and what you've done. But you never think that your mother's listening, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Before we hear from your mother, I think it's important for you to get another one of your birthday presents today. Before we get into a heated debate about Michigan State and Notre Dame, before we talk about Jim Harbaugh eating his own boogers.
Yes, he denies that.
I want to give you a gift that Roberto has crafted for you with his own two hands.
You've already bought me lunch. You don't need to do anything else.
It doesn't stop today. Today's your day. Roberto, Mikey, Hatchet, welcome back from Indy. Let's give Rieger another one of his gifts.
I've taken Cialis once. It was a great experience.
Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction? Well, neither is Jeff Rieger, but he loves Cialis.
Hell, I'm just saying. It's the first time with the woman. Yeah. She thought I was a rock star.
Oh, my God.
What? No. I have had sex before I was 30. I did, yes.
Side effects include high-pitched nasally voice, male pattern baldness, diarrhea of the mouth, cocaine addiction, intimate feelings for Jim Harbaugh, and blowing off Brad Osmus.
And by the way, it did not last 4 hours, so I was good.
Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use.
It's great. It's a good experience. Everybody should try it.
Jeff Rieger got back in the game. Shouldn't you?
Bravo, Roberto.
That's solid.
Bravo, Roberto. You are back. You are back.
Well, the only thing missing was if your erection lasts for 4 hours. There was none of that.
So now that we've given you that gift, we're going to give ourselves a gift, which there's just something horrifying about mom, voicemail, sex, and Cialis. But for the first time, we are going to hear this and share it with the audience. Rieger, his mother's reaction to this admission on the program. Yes, please, Michael, if you would.
Hi, Jeff, and I was listening, and all the interesting things that I am finding out. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye.
Oh, my.
She seems so disappointed.
Yeah, I feel like there was a scolding if you had picked up the phone.
Yes. Like, the funny thing is, my mother was one of these people that I think believed the best in me, like the only person. Like, for instance, I don't think my mother ever knew that I used to smoke marijuana. She never even knew that it was in her house. She probably would have never known what it looked like. So I kind of feel like she probably never thought I had sex either. And now I admitted to it. I mean, granted, I have a daughter, except for that one time. And now I admitted it, and that's the response.
That you were popping pills,
Yeah.
artificially, boosting yourself a little bit. Amazing.
Hell, I'm just saying. It's the first time with the woman. Yeah. She thought I was a rock star.
Horrifying. That poor young lady.
Poor audience having to listen to this.
Well, listen, it's your birthday, and we wanted to start the show right before we get into Michigan State, Notre Dame, and coaches who eat their own. I think it's important that we start on a light note. Listen, you don't believe me, but you made a memory yesterday. What you said yesterday to this audience is going to be remembered more than any. It doesn't even matter. You could deliver the most fantastic, nuanced, phenomenal sports take in history. Stuff. Do you know what people are going to remember about you now? That you rocked Cialis on a blind date. And
by the way, I've taken Cialis once. It was
exactly
a great experience. You know, it's funny. Now that I think about it, I was in the Tigers clubhouse yesterday, not on Cialis, and Andrew Romine patted me on the back and said, "You poor bastard." I've been listening. It all makes sense now. I'm kidding.
Oh, my God. If I wanted that to be real so bad. But, yes, it is your birthday. Yesterday was a special day where you gave us, this program, that chair, a gift.
Yes.
So we wanted to treat you to things today. So, 1, we treated you with a song. 2, a special happy birthday celebrating some of your. 3, look, let's face it. I'm actually going to show you an ounce of respect today. So it's a big day. Start next, because I warned you yesterday. I told you this was on the air.
Let's go.
Either raise your level when it comes to Michigan State or don't bother. If you want to go into this troll machine routine.
No. There's no troll.
Okay. I am fascinated to see what you have for me.
Well, just so you know, when I give you my reason, I just need the people and you to admit what I'm accusing you of. And this is not a fan Michigan State thing anymore. I just feel your behavior is unacceptable in this regard.
You feel that Spartan fans deserve better from me.
You are the voice of Michigan State in this area. You are.
And in that regard, there is no better. I'm delivering them exactly how I feel and exactly what I believe is going to take place this weekend in South Bend. And I'm going to back that up with real stuff.
I have real stuff, too.
Right, a hatred of my school.
No. I do hate your school, but I put that aside, and I have actually talked to other Spartans. I've talked to the caucus, I like to call it. I've compiled a group of people.
And I love Coke.
Your people. Listen, I'm not going to let that drop. I'm not going to let that drop sideline me, okay?
Hold on.
Yes.
You have to admit, the way that was said, the way that's presented, that... Roberto, I don't know where in 2016 when we do our awards before Christmas, but man, Roberto, that is one of my 5 favorite drops on this show.
Oh, what are your other favorite 4?
I love the one where Terry says you're going to be playing with my balls. That's funny because he's referring to golf balls. But
sure, yeah.
I told somebody this the other day that when you guys were in the cubicle or something, and he was really ensconced and serious telling you something, and all of a sudden Mike just goes, "I love Coke."
It's all I hear
It sounds
now.
like Brando. The sad thing is, I really try to get into. I'm trying to be serious. I'm going to present you these points.
Well, there's your first mistake.
Yeah, the only thing is to get me off track. All you got to do, and that's my imitation of you doing the imitation of me.
And I love Coke.
Do it. You do it.
I love Coke.
See, he sounds like Marlon Brando.
But it's
He does.
I'm trying to imitate your voice and I can't. That's my best effort.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli, or whatever the hell the line is.
I can't, dude. It's just you. I'm so happy that you've owned it and you're proud of it. It might take home an award on our program this year. That's how good that drop is.
What do I get? Money?
Sure.
Oh, sweet.
Listen, for all the laughs it's given us, the least I can do is get you a little holiday present. I'm just making a point. It's phenomenal. Think of all the bits it's given us. And then just general joy.
It's on a Saturday night, and it pops in your head.
I love
and that makes me feel good about myself. It's kind of like me and the Colored is Fine song.
God, you know what? Real quick, and then I know we've got some business to do, and we'll get into this Michigan State thing. From vacation in the afternoon, okay? This was, weeks ago. And Terry was on, David, and they're bouncing back from break. So I flip on the show coming home from the airport. And Colored is Fine comes on the radio. Now, this is a song I have heard in here in times.
Yeah.
But there's something about being a listener. Like, I was in the car and I wasn't working. And that song, just listening to it over the radio, I started giggling like an idiot. My wife is like, "You've heard that a million times." I go, "Yeah, I'm not thinking about, okay, this is what we need to do. And
It's like it really came to life.
It was great.
Yes.
Okay.
Try being a white man and humming it around not white men.
Okay, that's probably a mistake.
Well, I can't help it. It gets in your head.
Make sure you're getting the most out of football season by watching